The Hitcher 4K box set has finally been announced from Second Sight Films. It looks like Disney will be releasing a 4K and a Blu-ray for the new upcoming Alien film, Alien Romulus. It looks like we're getting a pretty sweet Late Night with the Devil Blu-ray Steelbook pretty soon from RLJE. Matthew Vaughn's fantasy adventure Stardust is getting a 4K Steelbook from Paramount. Kino Lorber is putting out some new William Friedkin on 4K with The Hunted. A Quiet Place Day 1 has new 4K Steelbook pre-orders up. We have new 4K and Blu-ray pre-orders up for the movies Longlegs and Despicable Me 4, which just came out in the theaters. And it looks like the US will be able to get the ultimate Godzilla 4K box set after all. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 220. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, there's not a ton of news to talk about today, but there is some cool stuff to dig into. But before we get into it, hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, hit that subscribe button. We talk all things physical media on this channel, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of thing, hit that subscribe button and also comment down below, guys, of everything that we go into. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? And what gets those juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on bell notifications for all future videos. And let's just jump right into it, guys. Let's start with a rumor that's only a rumor because there's no official announcement, but it is rumored that Alien Romulus will be getting a 4K coming out sometime in November. Now, this is a movie that hasn't even been released in the theaters yet. It comes out next month, but as of right now, it's in the Blu-ray.com forums. I think Dawn of the Disc also posted it on his social media accounts. We are expecting to get Alien Romulus on Blu-ray and 4K. And look, for a movie like this, like, we shouldn't even have to ask, are we going to get this on 4K or not? Like, it should just be expected. But because it is Disney, and sometimes they will release new movies on just Blu-ray and not give them a 4K, especially if they're not Marvel or Pixar or whatever Disney animated movie they got coming out. This is something that I think is nice to know is going to happen. Now, again, a rumor, it's not official, but it is a rumor that's out there that they will be putting this movie out on 4K and Blu-ray. And that, you know, kind of makes sense because they did Prey as well, which is a new Predator film. I kind of lump Prey and Alien in the same category. So it makes sense that they would do this movie on 4K and Blu-ray for sure. But I haven't seen the movie yet. Does it need a 4K? Probably. It's a space monster creature feature. The first two Aliens look good on 4K, so I would expect that this movie would look good on 4K as well. Now, what I'm wondering is that, does this mean that we're going to go back and maybe do Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection on 4K? Is that something that Disney could be working on? A nice definitive 4K box set for the Alien films. It would be pretty ambitious for Disney to do something like that for physical media, so probably not. But you know what? I don't love Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but I do think it would be cool to have a box set of the first four, maybe throw in the Alien vs. Predator films on 4K as well. And I believe Prometheus and Covenant already have 4K, so we don't have to worry about those. But put them all in a box set and collectors would eat that stuff up. But again, that's too smart and intelligent for the dimwits over at Disney. I don't mean to bash on Disney so early in the report, guys, but look, Alien Romulus, they deserve it. Alien Romulus is coming to 4K and Blu-ray. Apparently, that's the rumor, so even though you haven't seen the movie yet, get excited for that release. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comments section below. Okay, let's get into the actual news and announcement. So Stardust is a movie that I feel like gets quite a bit of hype, and I've never seen it. This is a movie with Robert De Niro. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer in it. It's directed by Matthew Vaughn, who did X-Men First Class, which is honestly my favorite X-Men movie, but he also did the Kingsman movies. He did the Kick-Ass movies, or at least the first Kick-Ass movies. I don't think that he did the second one, but so this is a movie that a lot of people talk about and they say it's great. I've never seen it. This is getting a 4K Steelbook now from Paramount on September the 24th, and the pre-order is up right now, guys. for $30.99, and that is on Amazon. I will link all the pre-orders for everything that's coming out. If the pre-orders are available, I will link those down below. So definitely use those if you're interested in any of these titles. But Stardust, going back to Stardust, this is a fantasy adventure. I think part of it's kind of science fiction as well. So I'm sure this is a movie that's going to look really great on 4K. So yeah, definitely a cool choice to put out on 4K from Paramount for sure. And look, for the sake of being consistent on the channel, because I complained about Taxi Driver only getting a 4K Steelbook, this is only getting a 4K Steelbook. Hopefully, I don't think so, because I think they would have announced it by now, but hopefully this also gets a 4K slipcover at some point, because I'm just so against the Steelbook being the only option, because not everybody wants a Steelbook just because it's turned to a collector's market now, guys. I don't want the message to be all us collectors want Steelbook. That's not what we all want. Sometimes we like a nice premium box set, some other types of packaging. Can we maybe start doing that kind of stuff with some booklets and things like that? Does it always have to be a Steelbook? It's like, I like a good Steelbook. I'll probably get this one, but I don't always want the Steelbook. And Rango just did it as well. Naked Gun did it. So Paramount is kind of joining Sony and doing this more and more, I feel like. And I just don't like it. I want that standard slipcover option like Major League just got. It got a slipcover option, and it also got a Steelbook option. I want the same for all of the catalog 4Ks that come out from all of these studios. Give us our options, because if we're getting a regular standard 4K slip with Stardust, it's going to be like $24.99 versus $30.99 for this Steelbook, which is not a bad price, not a terrible price for a Steelbook, especially a Steelbook with a nice slipcover. It looks really awesome. It looks like a great Steelbook. But is it something that everybody needs? Is that something that's just going to drive more people away from collecting because they have to spend more of these premium prices for these premium editions that they may or may not want? So let me know your thoughts on all that in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you're excited for Stardust coming out on 4K in the comment section below as well. Now, a boutique label that is very familiar with basic packaging is Kino Lorber, and they are set to release The Hunted, which is a William Friedkin film, on 4K at some point in hopefully the near future. Now, this is one of Kino Lorber's announcements that aren't really announcements. There's no official dates or reveal of what the packaging is going to look like, but we will be getting The Hunted on 4K at some point. Will it be in 3 months? Will it be in 6 months? Will it be in a year? Will it be a year and a half? We don't know, but I would expect this movie would probably come pretty soon, because they don't have to wait on the director approval, because RIP William Friedkin unfortunately passed away last year. But this is a movie that I just bought on Blu-ray. I have not watched it yet, but I bought it on Blu-ray last year when William Friedkin passed away. I bought a bunch of his films because I wanted to catch up on his filmography, because I haven't seen this movie. Now it's getting a 4K announcement. But you know what? I'll probably pick up the 4K at some point, because I do like collecting the Kino Lorber 4Ks. But are you excited for this release? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have Late Night with the Devil getting a really awesome looking Blu-ray Steelbook from RLJE, and this is coming out on September the 10th for $35.68. So this is not a Walmart exclusive like a lot of the RLJE Steelbooks tend to be. This is available on Amazon currently to pre-order right now, which I will link it down below. But this is a really cool movie. This is one of my favorite horror films of 2024 so far, without a doubt. The only problem is Umbrella is releasing that really nice edition over there. They have a really nice edition with a VHS tape and stuff. And I'm probably getting that. In fact, I'm most certainly getting that. But I'm conflicted because I really like this Steelbook as well. I really like the movie. So there's a good chance I might get both. I might get that Umbrella edition. I might get this Steelbook. But also, I would expect a regular slipcover edition from RLJE announcement at some point. We don't have it right now. We have this Steelbook. But I would expect, unlike Paramount's, RLJE will sometimes announce the Steelbook, and then later on they'll announce the standard edition. So I expect we'll get a standard edition of Late Night with the Devil. We won't just get the Steelbook for this movie, so definitely expect that. But if you haven't seen Late Night with the Devil, it is a really great horror film that's very unnerving, and it's awesome. I highly recommend Late Night with the Devil, so I'm very much looking forward to this Steelbook edition, also the Umbrella edition as well. Also, when I talked about A Quiet Place Day 1 coming to Blu-ray and 4K a couple of weeks ago on the channel, I got the question, will this be getting a Steelbook? Well, not only will A Quiet Place Day 1 be getting a Steelbook, it's going to be getting two steelbooks because Paramount has announced a Walmart exclusive steelbook and an Amazon exclusive steelbook for A Quiet Place Day One. They are both available now. The Walmart exclusive has a red aesthetic to it. I don't really know how to describe it because I'm not looking at it right now, but I know the Walmart one is more red. And the Amazon one is a black steelbook with a little bit of red infused into it. So they both look like really cool steelbooks. I think I prefer the Amazon exclusive, but there is no date. There is no date to these movies, when they're coming out, when they're releasing, because the movie just came out a couple of weeks ago. I imagine we'll be getting a date in the next month or so, but they are available to pre-order right now. I will leave those links down below. If you like The Quiet Place Day One, if you want a nice steelbook to the movie, you will definitely be able to get it because the first two had steelbooks. So if you collected those on 4K steelbook, you're going to want the next chapter, of course, on 4K steelbook. So I understand the concern, but do not be concerned because we are getting two steelbooks. I imagine there'll be some overseas steelbooks as well. Plenty of options to get A Quiet Place Day One on 4K steelbook. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comment section below. We also got the Hitcher 4K that was announced this past week by Second Sight Films. This is coming out on September the 30th. This is one of the most long-awaited releases, I think, of all time. This has been supposed to be coming out for like 3 years now. People have been so excited about it. They've been waiting. They passed on the Umbrella set. Just been waiting to hit that pre-order button. It was announced this past Wednesday. I did a special video because this was just one of the most hyped up releases and I had to talk about it immediately. But just giving you all the brief summary of this release. It is coming out from Second Sight Films, September the 30th. Second Sight is a UK-based company. You can pre-order it directly from their site, but you're going to be paying about $15 to $20 in shipping. Or if you're in the US, you can pre-order from Diabolic. I think it's $55 on there. And also Orbit as well, but I think it's a little bit more pricey on there. I think it's $59.99. Also Grindhouse, you can also order from there, but these are all third-party distribution services that kind of do the importing for you. So they're really nice if you live in the States and they kind of cut down those import costs for you. But the Hitcher on 4K, guys, this is a new 4K restoration with Dolby Vision, HDR. This has Dolby Atmos as well. There is a new commentary. There are 5 new features, and there's tons of archival features as well. So this thing is stacked. It's got a 200-page booklet as well. It's got a script of the movie, also art cards. It's just the full deal for the Hitcher on 4K. It looks great, has great artwork, I think. I know some people were a little divisive on the artwork. Let me know where you lie in the comment section below, but I actually thought the artwork was pretty damn cool. So I'm excited for the Hitcher on 4K. I know a lot of people are excited for the Hitcher on 4K. Let me know. Express that excitement in that comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to Kill, which is a new film apparently in the theaters. I don't know too much about this movie. I'm sure there's some killing in it, but this is coming out from Lionsgate on 4K and Blu-ray. The pre-order is up right now. No official date for when this is coming out, but this is a really awesome cover though. This is a really cool, like creative, inventive slip cover for this release. I don't know if it's going to get a steelbook. I imagine it probably will, but as of right now, the 4K and the Blu-ray slipcover versions are available to pre-order right now. If you're excited for that, if you saw that in theaters, let me know in the comment section below. We also have a Tremors 7 movie collection coming out from Universal on August the 20th. This is going to have a standard edition and also a steelbook edition as well. And I'm not going to lie, I probably will get that steelbook version, even though I have really nice editions of the first 2 from Arrow Video, of course. And maybe they'll do the third one and the fourth one at some point, but I do just want this franchise on physical media. I don't have the 5 after part 2. Now, a lot of people would say that the franchise dies after part 1. I actually really like part 2. I think it's a really great sequel to the franchise. I don't know about part 3, part 4, part 5, all the other ones. I haven't seen them. I've only seen the first 2, so I want to own these movies though, so I'll probably end up getting that steelbook edition because I don't know if Arrow will go on to do some of those other lesser than sequels. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but I want to have the franchise in the collection. So this gives us a really good opportunity because before now, I think these only had a DVD 7-film collection that was available. I see it all the time in my local Walmart. So this is coming out from Universal, August the 20th. Are you excited for the Tremors 7 movie collection steelbook standard slipcover version? Let me know in the comment section below. We also got a Paranormal Activity 8 movie collection standard release coming out from Paramount on September the 24th. This is basically a dumbed down version of the Ultimate Chills collection. And you have 2 more films in this set than you do in the standard 6 film collection that was previously available. I think that 6 film collection has been going for like $10 or $15 for the past 5 years now. I think I still have it in the collection, honestly, even though I have that Ultimate Chills collection as well. What's interesting about this, I'm sure the price will go down, but as of right now, to pre-order this Paranormal Activity 8 film collection is going to cost you more than what the Ultimate Chills collection currently is on Amazon. Like, that is actually cheaper to get than this new version of it. So I don't know what exactly the idea of that is, but this one adds the 7th film in the franchise and also the documentary as well, which the Ultimate Chills collection did, but that 6 film collection did not have those films, so now it adds those 2 films and makes a nice little 8 film collection. We also got Despicable Me 4, which is a new animated film that came out a couple of weeks ago. This has a 4K and Blu-ray pre-order up from Universal, currently on Amazon.com. So this usually happens. I'm sure this is on Groove as well. I really didn't check, but it's already up for pre-order. The 4K, the Blu-ray of Despicable Me 4. Universal has no problem doing Despicable Me movies on 4K because, you know what, these movies do really well at the box office. So I get it. It's going to sell well on physical media. The family's buying it for their kids and all that kind of stuff. But guys, Despicable Me 4, I didn't hear good things about it. You know what? I would consider myself kind of a fan of at least the first 2 movies of the franchise. So I'll probably get this at some point to watch with the family. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for Despicable Me 4 in the comment section below. We also have Longlegs, which is a movie that I saw in the theaters this weekend. Yes, I actually got out to see a movie in the theaters because I just was dying to see this movie. But this is coming out from Neon and Decal Releasing. It's got a 4K and a Blu-ray available to pre-order right now. So I discussed this a few weeks ago on the channel. There's no cover art or anything like that. There was no cover art for Despicable Me except for some mock cover art that's not actually going to be the cover art. But this is just showing the posters on Amazon. But the pre-order is up. It's officially up. I will link it down below in the description. But I just find it interesting that this movie in particular is getting a 4K because not every movie that Neon puts out and Decal Releasing puts out gets that 4K treatment right away. A lot of times they'll put out the Blu-ray and then a few weeks later or a few months later they'll put out the 4K release and then piss everybody off like Universal does. But you know what? This is a movie that has Nicolas Cage. It's got an extraordinary amount of hype. I don't know how it's going to do at the box office. I went to see it in the theaters yesterday, and it was yesterday afternoon, and my theater was actually pretty, not packed, but there was a good amount of people in there. So this movie actually might do pretty well at the box office just based on the hype. And I'll also say this, horror in general, I think, you know, just sells in the collector community because we're all horror fans in this community. It feels like there's tons of boutique labels that put out all kinds of horror stuff, and we like to buy this stuff. So very smart of Neon and Decal Releasing to put this movie out on 4K now, and maybe at some point they'll do a nice 4K steelbook like they did for Infinity Pool, and maybe we'll get a second sight edition at some point. Who knows? But are you excited for Longlegs to pick this up on physical media? Are you going to wait for physical media? Are you going to go see it in the theaters? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have Godzilla Minus One, guys, and I discussed this in my Hitcher video, but Godzilla Minus One does have a 4K box set pre-order up right now on Godzilla.com, and it is available for those that live in the States. This is English. It has English subtitles. It's not English dubbed, but it does have English subtitles like when you saw it in the theaters. So if you live in the States, if you speak English, you can actually enjoy this film, unlike the version that was released in Japan that only had the Japanese subtitles attached to it. But this is a really nice edition, guys. It's pretty close to the same edition that was released over in Japan. Godzilla.com. You can order it right now in the States. This is a 4-disc set. It has a 4K. It has a Blu-ray of the movie Godzilla Minus One. It also has a Blu-ray of Godzilla Minus Color, which I have to think is a little bit disappointing for people because they wanted this movie in 4K. Black and white looks great in 4K. And then there's a bonus features disc as well. So let me know if you're excited for Godzilla Minus One. I fully expect, though, guys, if you don't want to pay $65, which is what I think this release is going for, if you don't want to pay $65 to order this 4K set, and probably way more than that with shipping and all that kind of stuff, maybe closer to $80, I'm sure at some point we're going to get a standard 4K and a standard Blu-ray in the States, and maybe a standard 4K Steelbook at some point, which will be significantly cheaper. I think there'll be other options on the way. I don't think this is going to be the only way that you can order Godzilla Minus One on physical media in the US. So if you don't want to get this, I think it's fine. You'll get it. We'll get another edition at some point, so do not worry about that. But let's move on to Watchmen Chapter 1. This is a new animated Watchmen film that was announced by Warner Brothers. This is coming out on August the 27th. A 4K and a Blu-ray has been announced. I have no interest in this. I just don't care about this comic book animated stuff at this point. But it's cool. For people that are fans of this, to get this on 4K and Blu-ray, I'm sure is awesome. Watchmen Chapter 1. Maybe we'll get Chapter 2, Chapter 3 later on. Who knows? Let me know if you're excited for it in the comments section below. Let's go ahead and talk about the deals, guys. There's a lot of deals going on right now. We got Prime Day on the horizon, but Sony put a lot of their stuff on sale last week. I was trying to update everybody every single day in my community tab, which if you are not paying attention to my community tab on YouTube, definitely check that out every day. I try to put deals in there. If not every day, at least every other day. I also put pre-orders in there, new pre-orders that are coming out this week. I try to keep up with all that stuff for you guys. So definitely check those out. Use those links. But there were so many deals that came out this week, and I'm sure there's plenty more to come this week with Prime Day. So again, I will be updating my community tab probably daily this week for Prime Day. But tons of great deals going on right now on Amazon. We do still have the Criterion sale going on. We have the Kino Lorber sale going on. We still got the MVD sale going on. I think until today, I think this is the last day. We got the Severin Film sale going on. I think today is the last day for that as well. I will link all those sales down below in the description. But on Amazon, we have 1776 on 4K for $13.95. We got Gattaca on 4K for $13.95. The Batman 4K Anthology set for $48.11. These Batman sets tend to go very quickly. I'm filming this on Sunday, putting it out on Monday. So it's very possible that this and some of these other deals may not be available, but anything that's available, guys, even if it's stuff I don't talk about, I'm going to try to link down below. If new sales come up, I'm going to try to link everything down below in the description. We also got Heavy Metal on 4K for $13.95. We got Trainspotting 2 on 4K for $13.95. Sicario Day of the Soldado on 4K for $13.95. Moon on 4K for $13.95. The Toxic Avenger 4K set is down to $80.99, which I think is the cheapest I've seen it. We also got Madam Web on 4K for $22.99, which is the cheapest I've seen that. We got Hook on 4K, guys. Hook is a great movie. That's one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies. I don't care what anybody says. Love the movie, but that 4K is on sale for $13.95. Rough Night on 4K for $12.40. We got Rudy the 4K Steelbook for $20.97. The Insidious 4K Steelbook, guys, is currently $15.37. We got 65 on 4K for $16.40. We got Into the Spider-Verse on 4K for $13.95. Close Encounters on 4K for $13.95. District 9 on 4K for $15.50. We got Nobody on 4K for $13.99. 2012 on 4K for $13.95. Gran Turismo on 4K for $16.40. Spider-Man Homecoming on 4K for $13.87. Labyrinth on 4K for $13.95. Creed 2 on 4K for $13.99. And Spider-Man No Way Home on 4K for $17.55. So as you can tell, a lot of Sony stuff. Sony is marking down a lot of their 4Ks, their 4K Steelbooks. Like I said, I will link all that stuff down below. We also have a few Warner Brothers titles in there as well. But some really good stuff, guys, available right now. There's some other Blu-rays that are pretty cheap that I'll also try to link down below. So definitely take part in these deals. This is what we've been waiting for. This is why sometimes I tell you guys to just wait. Just wait it out, and this stuff will drop to super cheap. So let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. The stuff that maybe you can't wait it out for that is coming out this week. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The Rocky 6-film 4K collection is coming out. This is the definitive Rocky film 4K collection. All 6 Rocky films in this set coming out from Warner Brothers for $112.99. Now, I do think this is a little bit cheaper on Groove.com. I think it's not a little bit. I think it's $89.99 on Groove.com. So hopefully Amazon lowers that price just a little bit to match that Groove. But yeah, $112.99 if you want to get this on Amazon. We also have Rocky 5 and Rocky 6 individual steelbooks will be available as well. If you already picked up 1 through 4 in either the collection or the steelbook last year, you have individual steelbook options for 5 and 6 as well. You can get it for $40.31 each steelbook on Amazon, which is way more expensive than Groove, which is $29.99 currently. So Groove right now, guys, I hope we get to a point where Amazon recognizes Groove is a legitimate place now. It's a legitimate alternative to Best Buy, I feel like, because Amazon, as we're seeing right now, always price their stuff based on what Best Buy was pricing their stuff at. And when we lost Best Buy, we lost Amazon's interest in price matching. They just do whatever they want now, it feels like. So hopefully they recognize that Groove's over here doing way lower prices and they end up matching the Groove prices at some point. That is what I hope for. That is what I wish for. Yeah, they're definitely cheaper on groove.com. So head over there if you want those steelbooks. We got Brokeback Mountain coming out on 4K this week, guys, from Kino Lorber for $26.98. We also have a Blu-ray version for $17.49. We've got Invasion of the Body Snatchers coming out on 4K, guys, from Kino Lorber for $25.99. We also got a Blu-ray version of that for $20.99. We got the SpongeBob SquarePants movie getting a 4K steelbook from Paramount. Just a 4K steelbook again for the SpongeBob movie for $29.99. We got Captain Phillips coming out on 4K, getting a 4K steelbook from Sony. All the steelbooks, guys, for $34.49. We got Phantoms coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $33.99. What is with these Screen Factory prices? We also got Perfect Days coming out on 4K from Criterion for $34.99. Also a Blu-ray edition of that for $27.99. We also got Black God, White Devil coming out from Criterion for $27.99. We got The Last Stop in Yuma County coming out from Wellgo USA for $19.49. And lastly, we have 4 new Kino Lorber releases coming out this week, guys, in addition to the 4Ks that I already covered. Columbo: The Return for $74.65. We also got Monk: The Complete 8th Season for $37.49. Paternity for $17.49. And When 8 Bells Toll coming out for $20.67. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you can, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below of everything that we discussed today. What are you the most excited about? Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.